Hey guys, this is Adrian Apodaca. I know I haven't been keeping up with reviews, but things have been busy, and since I don't do this for a living or make money off of my reviews, I kind of get set back. So anyway, let me not bother you with that stuff and tell you what I'm reviewing today. I am looking at the Upriser Ducati Panigale V4S or 5, whatever that is. Anyway, it's a radio-controlled motorcycle, obviously, and it retails for, I think, about $150 on Amazon. This company reached out to me and asked me to take a look at this. So, to unbox it, let's see here. Sorry, I never do on-screen unboxings, so if mine sucks, then that's just the way it is. The manual's in the box, so what you get in here is a charging cable and a stand for the motorcycle. If I can figure this out, so I can display it for you. Okay, and the radio control. Not what I was expecting as far as the radio control goes. This is more like a quad, I don't know, like a little quad radio control. I like to use a traditional like steering wheel with a trigger type system, but oh well. Anyway, let's look at the bike real quick. It looks nice, but it's definitely more along the lines of, like a toy motorcycle, in that this is all hard plastic. It's not like a canopy that you can readily just take off. It's pretty heavy. There's a lot of electronics in there, I think. The chain, of course, is just a faux chain that's just plastic molded. Does have suspension, but I'm pretty sure those are just springs. The front tire is rubber. Here's the interesting thing. Before I received it, I didn't know this about it, and I didn't want to watch other reviews to, I didn't want to prejudge it before I even got it. But the back wheel is a ton of little wheels that move side to side. I was wondering how it kept balanced without a real gyro. Well, I mean, it has a gyro, but not a mechanical gyro like the other two motorcycles that I've reviewed. These actually spin back and forth, and I'm assuming that's what keeps it balanced side to side and keeps you upright. This is a stunt bike, so it supposedly does wheelies, and from what I understand from looking at the manual online is that the rider does come off, but that you do not want to take him off because the gyro and all that stuff is calibrated with him on it. So anyway, it's supposed to be like one-touch wheelie popping. There's a setting for both smooth floor and hard floor. I'll test it out on carpet. Doesn't say anything about carpet on the manual that I read. So I don't know, I'll stop talking and we will test this out. So first I will test it out on carpet. Alright, so this will be my carpet test. Let's turn on the controller. Turn on the bike and set it down. You see it trying to balance there. I think I don't think it likes carpet, just based on that, because it can't. Looks like it can't center itself. Reminds me of like a servo that can't center. There's that. You ever seen a motorcycle go backwards? This thing's flipping out. For some reason did not know when to stop. I told it to stop and it did not. So here it goes again. Well, I guess if you have a big enough room inside your house, you could drive it. Oop, never mind. I'm going to go ahead and say that is a fail on the carpet. So let's move to a harder floor. Alrighty. Here we are again. I'm going to go ahead and call this rough terrain. So I'm going to switch this to rough. Doesn't like that either. It might be the ruts that are in the pavement, the paved stones that are making it bounce and not like that. There's that. Let's see if it'll wheelie here. This is supposed to be the big draw to this thing. No, it will not. Okay, this is not going well, guys. I'm not sure what to tell you. So I'm gonna just, take it to what I imagine the average user would put it on, and that is like, the street in front of your house. So let's go try that out, guys. All right, dudes. Sorry I had to relocate those fuckers from, the lawn care. It's just my luck. Every time I try to do something, it seems like somebody's out there making noise. So anyway, my whole point was the last test, and really the primary, most important test, is to see how this thing does on street, like blacktop. Because most likely, if any of you guys were to buy one of these things, this is where you're driving it. As I mentioned before, or if I don't know if I mentioned it before, because I just shot a whole sequence with the lawnmower going on. I don't want to show that because I don't know if you can even hear me. So this is not something that, even though it has some suspension, you don't want to drive it on a track or on dirt. You're just gonna mess it up. You're gonna get it dirty. I don't think it would do well. So anyway, this is really the important test. If it sucks out here, then it's just gonna suck and you don't want to buy it. But let's see what it does. All right, and forward. Alrighty then. Maybe that was on some gravel. And let's try it again. Try not to turn too sharp. I don't know, just to keep it honest. Because again, this is not a high performance motorcycle you're going to be, racing around. This is really, I'm assuming, geared to people that just want something on two wheels that actually stays on two wheels. As you've seen with my other motorcycle reviews, if you're not driving quicker or in a very controlled fashion, you can't go that slow. This, of course, is pretty slow. Let's see, this it's a speed run right here. That is full speed. Full speed, full speed. Not gonna break any records there, but actually it's not bad, for what it is in terms of being a toy grade motorcycle. I'm not that used to the two stick layout for driving. All my stuff is on a wheel with throttle on a trigger. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna try to take a sharp turn, see what that does. I'm gonna bet it crashes, but let's see. I Actually, it didn't. It started to drift a little bit, like with the wheels on the back tire. And I'm assuming if you do it too quickly, you'll spin out. But that's actually a respectable speed turn. Let's see, like right here. See that? You see that starts to wobble. You want to let go of the steering, because I think if you keep doing that, it'll drift it out too much and you're gonna crash. Wow, I'm actually kind of enjoying this now. Yeah, check that out. Okay, I can dig it. I was gonna say, after those indoor tests and the on my patio, I was, oops, there you go. I was ready to just, make this a no-go. But let's see. Given what it takes to, first you have to balance it. Not that it takes much effort. But I'm thinking this is not something for a child. And when I say child, I'm talking about 5 or 6 year old. Unless, like me, you had your kid driving brushless cars when they're 4. But if this is for the person that is buying it for somebody with no RC experience, then I would say, maybe 12 years old. If the kid has some good RC experience, then yeah, I mean, as young as 5 and 6. As I mentioned, I think the price on this is like 150 bucks. I think I have a little mixed feeling on that, because 150 bucks is a lot of money. And, you're not going off jumps. This is hardly a basher. At the same time, there is a ton of technology in this thing that is keeping it up. And so that's nice. You've seen my other motorcycle reviews. Well, if you follow me, you have. You've probably seen that none of my motorcycles can do that. No real life motorcycle can go backwards. So you can do that. Of course, you can kind of spin out in place. I think there's a way to do that faster. I just don't know what the trick is. Maybe it's... Nope. I think I just hit the... Okay. So let's try the wheelie function. Holy mackerel. Let's bring it over here. That's another thing you will never see on a real motorcycle or a higher end RC motorcycle. You will never see that go, first of all, hold a wheelie like that in space, and you're sure as hell not going to see it go backwards or sideways. I mean, that's nuts. That is kind of nuts. And this isn't exactly the smoothest pavement either, and it's just holding on to that like a boss. I can't, let's see if I can get it back over to myself. You can't really steer it that well because it just goes side to side. Well, there you go. Well, how about that? All right. I'm sorry for my my commentary kind of going a little back and forth. At first, if you just started this, I'm sure the review is going to sound pretty negative, but I don't know. I'm amazed at that right there. I'm not amazed at that. That kind of sucks, but what's RC driving without the walk of shame to go pick your vehicle up and setting it right? Durability wise, I don't know. I don't know what, obviously you don't want to smash this into anything. You don't want to try to jump it. I would definitely, please do not take it on the ramp. You're just gonna break it and then you'll be out 150 bucks. But if you guys have a reasonable street that's not too rough, it looks like this thing will do pretty well on it. But I really don't know what else to say. Okay, that was a little pebble. Let's see. Yep. There are a few pebbles out here. It's kind of pulled out of a few of them. But you know, I was gonna do my wrap up inside the house, but what for? Yeah, I've been talking this whole time. Okay. It goes from disappointing to pretty fun. Like, you know, my motorcycles go like 40 and 45 miles per hour. And this doesn't, but I'm enjoying this. It's fun if you want to show off to some friends, or it's definitely pretty. It's Ducati, so you got a licensed body on there. You know, make a nice display piece that actually does some cool shit. Like, let's do the wheelie thing again. Or not. The manual says it won't wheelie if if it is if the battery's getting low, which it might be. I'll try it again right here. And there you go, check it out. Check it out. Now that's full speed and wheelie mode. But look at that. Oh shit, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. All right, guys. I think I will wrap it up. Let's see, with the skidding I've done on the ground, I've scuffed it up a little bit. I think the guy was made to get scuffed up. Okay, what do I think overall? I think it's expensive for being a toy grade model, but let's see what else is expensive. iPhones, iPods, Sphero toys are pretty expensive, especially when they launch. There's a lot of technology in here. It looks badass. It's licensed. You know, you're gonna get disappointed if you try to do it in your house, or I found even like my smooth garage is a little bit too slick. So I think this is your ideal right here, you know, this asphalt that's relatively smooth. So if you have the money and you have the interest, I would definitely recommend it. I think other, you know, people might say that it's for kids, but I think it would be for more of a sophisticated kid. And I'm not saying, you know, he's drinking champagne on weekends and watching tennis. I'm saying a kid that knows how to take care of toys, that's not gonna, you know, run this down a set of stairs or whatever. I think for that child, this might be the gateway into like higher end RCs. And when you start looking at it that way, 150 isn't that obscene of a price considering what it does. So there you have it. That's my review. Take it however you want. I think it's pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's not a piece of crap either. I know that's not very assuring, but with Christmas season coming up, this might actually fit the bill for a lot of you. And if not for you, then for somebody you know. So I appreciate you know, I appreciate Spin Master for sending this out. As you guys know, I do not get a lot of free things like other reviewers do. So I always appreciate somebody, you know, wanting my opinion, and you guys just got it. So sorry for being so chatty, but I just wanted to make sure I got something out today, and wanted to make sure you guys saw it on all different terrains. So take care, guys, and hopefully we'll have something new for you guys soon. Bye. One last thing. this goes into your computer, this goes in right there into the bike, and that's how you charge it. It takes half an hour or so to charge, I think, and according to them, it will last you 45 minutes. So there. Hope you liked it. Hope you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.